Right, from Hatfield, we've come to Broxbourne, to Lee Valley. And today, I'm hoping one of these guys, one of these boats here that you see up ahead and down there and here, of course, hope one of these boats will let me get on the boat and talk to the owner and find out how and why he decided to go on boating and bring you an insight into the boating community of England, or at least this region. So stay tuned, guys. I'm walking backwards to make it dramatic. Up ahead there's somebody. Would he be able to talk to me and tell us about his journey in the River Lee here in Broxbourne? Let's ask him. Is he be happy to talk to us on camera? Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya. Sorry, just filming everything.
Okay.
Cheers. Okay, I don't think he was too impressed. Do you? Let's find somebody else who might be interested. This boat has to be the biggest boat in the canal. What is it's double the size of all the other boats. I wonder how or why, or how he's able to do that. Right, so here it is. It's called the Bluefin, and that is a massive boat. It's a full size. I can totally see myself living in this one. Wow. Look at this little chimney. Wow, that is fantastic looking boat. Some more people at the top there. And what a nice day. Incredible day today. The sun's definitely come out to shine on Matt Wonder video. I just spoke to John, who's got his generator on. He calls it the Jenny, and he's just cleaning his solar panels here. And he tells me he's got a big fridge freezer, so he needs the generator to run. Otherwise, the solar panel itself is more than sufficient to run this boat. John, thank you, mate.
No way,
cheers.
no.
There you go, guys. More information about the River Lee and its boating. Go ahead. Let's give it a turn. See how it goes.
Fingers crossed she's going to start up.
Let's hope this engine starts.
This is part of the game sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Pray to the god of the canal boat and hopefully something happens.
Costa, yes! Yes, I don't care, just give me 5 mate, well done. Fantastic, look at that.
I thought that was 50-50 there.
Wonderful, look.
Started straight away.
And Costa, you said this boat is...
She obviously, I think she must love the warm weather, right?
Absolutely,
What we
absolutely.
do.
Yes.
That's why they're
That's
alive.
so great, that's so great.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so let me pause it there.
Let me just close all this up.
Okay. Let me know when I can jump on.
I just need to get this pin off.
Sure.
And then we can get
absolutely.
motoring. I threw the middle rope out because that's a good one to control the boat, so it doesn't start floating out.
Right, I see, just in case it goes off.
Yeah.
Shall I step on it or something?
Nah,
okay.
only there might be a time when we need to. But on a day like today,
Yeah.
do you know what? When it's colder, it's windy here. The wind comes across,
Right.
takes the boat all
Oh, I
over the
see,
place.
right, yeah. This is quite flat, isn't
But on
it?
a day like today, it's perfect. It's perfect. So you just need to.
And look at the glorious sunshine. The British weather is really cold.
I know.
Do you know what? I've been so lucky the last 3 weeks. I do one every weekend.
Oh, right.
It's been sunny virtually every time I've gone out, so
That's
I'm
great.
a bit lucky. Touch wood, having said that.
You're the one who brings the sun out, maybe.
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 The Greek and the Indians bringing the sun out.
That's right. A really good friend of mine has just flown to Mumbai.
That's really?
She left Saturday morning. Saturday morning.
Yeah.
So she's going back to her roots, sort of thing.
Right, nice.
Which is quite exciting.
Oh, really? Okay. That's...
Something to do with property or something out there.
There's always that. There's a new law which says.
Oh yeah.
It says if you're an NRI, that's what they call us, non-resident Indian.
Yeah.
You can't own property. So you need to
Right.
have a dual thing. Are you okay? You're floating away there.
Oh, you can put me in if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, I'm going abroad. Here I go. I'm on the boat. Fantastic. Costas is just pushing us to the river, into the river, and here we are. What a day. What a day. Keep watching.
We've been sidetracked by the idea of fame. And
No, I'm not that popular, by the way. I should have said.
We need a tiller arm on it.
Right,
and then
Costas,
behind,
just put it
if you
in
wanna
gear.
just go a bit further forward, I need to turn her a bit.
Okay.
So we don't just. If you imagine there's a pin in the middle of the boat,
Right, okay.
and that's how I imagine she steers.
Right,
So-
okay.
She kind of
Understood.
the back and the front, they swing out, sort of thing.
Right.
So, all right, and obviously it's opposite, yeah. If I want
Right.
to turn left, I push to the right. If I want to turn right, like now, I'm pulling it this way, and she'll sort of turn a bit to the left.
Wow,
So it's
fantastic.
opposites, yeah. You have to get used to that.
Fantastic,
Doesn't
fantastic.
take long.
No.
20 minutes probably.
Nice. I've seen a video where people have hired this boat and they've
Yeah.
gone out to.
I don't have any coffee to offer you.
No, don't feel, please.
I made this morning.
No, don't worry. I've just come on the boat and Costas is being super hospitable, offering me
Oh, would
coffees,
be, but
and I don't need it because, as I said, I'm encroaching on his time on his Sunday afternoon.
no,
So.
of course you're not. It's fine.
So he's been very generous firstly to take us on the boat, and this is such a wonderful experience, and you'll learn more about River Lee and its inhabitants or its guests that use this river. So yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'll speak to you in a second. Yes, guys, Costas has trusted me with this precious boat. I don't know if that's a good thing, but here I am.
I'm being
driving the
trusted with the precious camera, to be fair.
boat. The camera's probably not as sentimental as this. Oh wow, this is great, Costas. I'm so happy that you've let me drive this.
It's all right.
Such a fantastic experience.
That's all right. We can't go any faster because the boat's next to us.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
normally we would use the throttle here,
Right.
push it a bit further forward, and then she'll go a tiny bit faster
Oh wow.
and make a
okay.
tiny bit more noise with the engine wise. But she's running beautifully.
Wow.
I haven't run her in
Fantastic.
2 weeks, so she's.
Oh, we better take
sounding
it. I don't wanna get
perfect.
on the reeds. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't want to cause an issue.
No, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
I was just asking Costas about how he came about to have this boat. And Costas, how did you first? I mean, how does one get a boat like this?
Well, we got ours from a marina, so we hunted around for a long time. We were renting for a while as well beforehand, just sort of borrowing a mate's boat. But yeah, after about 6 months, we knew.
Wow.
We knew we wanted a boat.
And was it a big step for you? Or?
It was great downsizing, gotta say.
Yeah.
It's great to not have all the stuff that you accumulate.
Yeah.
And then when you're living on the boat, you
Yeah.
can't accumulate stuff.
Of
So
course,
for
yeah.
years,
Yeah.
didn't buy anything.
Oh, fantastic.
It was really good, and
So-
it was a great way of. We were living in London mainly because we both work in London,
yeah.
so we were eating out an awful lot because
Yeah.
you actually,
Yeah. And then, that's another thing. Do you cook on the boat much? I know you said you eat out a lot, but
it's very rare to be honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not rare.
yeah. And is it easy if you wanted to, or is it a bit of a task to get all the? Does it have central heat,
Well,
gas fired, or?
Yeah. So it's gas.
Okay.
But we don't have a fridge, so you have to buy in stuff sort of the day you want to eat it, basically, unless it's winter.
Of course, yeah. So now this is a much bigger one than all the other
so
ones,
this is
isn't
big.
it?
This would be big money. Big money.
I mean, the size of the width of it is twice the size of
Yeah.
all the other boats here.
It's a wide beam.
Right, is that what it's called? A wide
It's a
beam.
wide beam. She's. But you could argue something like that might be a two-person, unless you're really good. I guess it could be a two-person job just to move it.
Yeah. About the wildlife here, Costas, you were saying.
Yeah, my favourite thing is the cormorant, I think.
Right.
Because of the way they sort of hunt the fish and they follow the boats around sometimes.
Wow, okay. And do you see them hunt? Did you get to see how they dive in?
They dive in, yeah. You see them dive in. And you see them, they sort of spread their wings and bask in the sun to dry off as well.
Oh, really? Wow,
yeah,
fantastic.
When it's time for them to go for a proper flight, they try and dry themselves out. We're coming to a lock now.
Yes. Oh, this will be interesting. So what do you have to do? So you have to get off and
got to pull the boat in,
right,
and then open the gates, which can be a struggle,
right?
Because they're old and they're heavy.
I know. I've actually helped someone do this. The unwinding thing.
You've got to be super careful with the windlass,
right?
Because I've been hit by one. I've heard of horror stories of other people getting black eyes and stuff. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So for those of you,
be careful.
So those of you wondering what Costa is describing here, it's basically up ahead we have a lock that basically controls the levels of water. If the level's higher or lower on the other side, you go into the lock and then you close it back up again, and then it lowers or highs the water levels based on what the
So we're going downhill now.
Okay, so as Costa said, so it's going to lower us down, and then we're going to carry on. So. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. I'm sure this is going to be my week's quarter of exercise there.
So when she's in power, when the propeller's spinning, you've got lovely steering. Yeah, she'll manoeuvre where you want her.
Right.
But when you put her in neutral, she's kind of dead in the water.
Oh wow, okay.
So because the propeller's not pushing anything across the rudder.
Right.
So what you have to do is basically, you kind of when you're slowing down, you've just got to put her in reverse.
Right.
Neutral doesn't do anything.
Right.
It's almost like she's, dead in the water in a way. And then you put her in forward just to get like last bit of manoeuvring.
Right. Now, as you can see the lock up ahead, and Costas is just manoeuvring the narrowboat in position.
Bit of reverse. Trying to get her. Let's hope we don't crash. Bit of forward and just sort of pull her in. I just wait until she...
So you just tug on it and hold?
I just wait until she... Yeah. And now she's moving the way I want her to, so... Just wait until she comes here and then I'll tie her up.
Fantastic. Now we're going to the lock itself to turn. You'll see the water here. The water up ahead is lower than the water here. So Costas here is going to turn one of these things.
That's right, yeah.
To open the gate so you can get the boat in. And then Costas, let me know if you need a hand, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so let's so you'll see this gate open now. You can see all this here. For it to maneuver, it's very slow. Open slowly. Right, so Costas has just told me where that line is. That's the same line as there, which is on the other side. So this is currently lower. So when this fills up, Costas is going to open the other gate there. And this fills up, the boat's gonna come in. It's gonna be there. When it opens, it's gonna go lower, and then he's gonna open this gate. It's gonna lower down, and then he's gonna and close that gate. It's a bit of a task, but he's gonna be able to get to the other side quite easily. And just to give you an indication of what the water level's like on the other side. So you can see that's a massive difference. That's about, I would say, a couple of yards, 2 or 3 yards, or for you Americans or Europeans, about 2 meters. Right, let's go back. It's hard work, this, driving a boat. Hello. Hi. Yeah. Is your engine still running, or is it?
She is still
She's running, okay.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Worried about the starter.
Yeah, as you can see on the other side, Costas pushing this, and when the water is level, we're going to try to push this to open this door here and let the boat in. and I'll let you know when that happens. There you go, we're pushing, I'm pushing. And there's the door opening. This is hard work, this is. It's not easy. Right. Okay, that's my week's exercise done. Alright. Costas is just coming over, as you can see he's walking over there. Right, we're gonna get the boat into this bit. I'll see you in a bit. So Costas is here, finally getting the boat into place in the lock. So we're gonna see how the water levels change once the boat is in there, and Costa drains the water in that lock, and then we're able to go onwards in our journey to the other side. Something interesting you missed earlier, the engine for this boat is actually 55 years old. The boat itself is 50 years old, and the engine that's propelling it is 55 years old. So obviously it comes from a different vehicle. So I asked Costas, where does it come from? Where does it come from? He told me it's off a van. I would have never guessed that. So it's off a van, and it's 55 years old. The boat's 50. That is incredible. That's absolutely amazing. I don't know, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. But you guys can see it, and hopefully he lets us inside in a bit.
So she's not ULEZ compliant.
Costas has mentioned it's not ULEZ compliant. So those of you guys who don't know what that is, so if you're in London, you have to pay extra duty if your car is not compliant with the emissions regulations. So this, of course, wouldn't be compliant. So,
but it doesn't apply to boats, so it's fine.
Course, yeah. So luckily for Costas, it doesn't apply to boats. So that little line there, the boats cannot be behind it. So when the gates, I just closed the gate, by the way. I didn't film myself closing it. I just closed it so Costas will go across and close the other side. But the boat can't be behind this. So it has to be in front of it. That's because there's something inside the water which seals these doors. So the water, when the water gets released on the other side, it doesn't just suck the water in from this side. So there is Costas. He's running to get to the other side. Yeah, okay. I'll show you in a second. So Costas has just reached the other side, and there he is. He's pushing, as you can see, the lever or whatever the thing is called, and that will now close the gate here. There it is, and he's running back to open the other side. Okay. Let's go and help him. Now we're opening this side so the water can flow out and the level can drop, and then we can make our way onwards. So here's Costas opening the lock of the lock. While I'm waiting for that to do his thing, and it looks like Costas is busy talking to some of his admirers, I just want to show you this view here. Look at that. That's so beautiful, and there's a guy camped out fishing. Wow. And here, this house would originally belong to the guys, the person who'd work in these rivers to maintain it, etc. But now I've been told by Costa that it's been sold off. So what a lovely view of the lake and of the River Lee for that person who lives there. Okay guys, when I get back on the boat, I'm going to try to see if we can get inside and have a look, and I'll speak to you soon. I'm pushing it now the other way, as you can see on the other side. Costa's also pushing it, and the gate is opening. Oh, it looks like his one's jammed a little bit. So this is hard work. This is hard work. And that's all I can do. That's as far as my one will go.
Really?
Yeah. Right, that's how much we've opened of this side. As you can see, the water level's the same as on the other side. Now Costas tells me it's enough to fit his boat I'm going to show you what it looks like on this side. So this side, as you can see, the water level here, and compared to where the lines are, it's much shallower now. And there's the water level. You can see the difference. Wow. Fascinating to think this was around hundreds of years ago, or at least 100 years or more ago, and they had this technology back then. And, by the way, Costas, this lock, how old do you think it is roughly?
Sorry?
This locks, how old are they roughly?
How old is it?
Yeah, the locks.
Oh, they're ancient.
They're more hundreds?
Yeah, more.
Oh really? Would you say 1,000?
They used to be they used to drag them with horses.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to get up
yeah.
materials up the canal,
yeah,
been here a long, long time.
Right, okay.
Long, long time.
Okay.
I heard something earlier that like Vikings had come this way, so the canals are ancient here.
Wow, there's thousands of years. Wow, it could be thousands, guys.
Can you
I can only guess. Yes. Throw the rope on. Okay. Right, Costas is going to drive the boat. We're going to see him on the other side. Actually, let's take a view from here. Up here. Here we go. You can actually see how he's going to maneuver his boat. And here is the gate. As you can see, we open this side more than that side. I hope he can get his boat through here. This has made it through. Now we have to lock the thing. I forgot the word. Lock the lock. That's why I was struggling. Now we have to lock the lock. So this is the hard bit and the easy bit. Now we've got to do some more hard bits. So guys, Costas has been absolutely a legend, and he's given us a fantastic video and a tour of his of the River Lee and how he navigates the River Lee, and his story about how he first started to get in the boat. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but yeah, so it's I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Stay tuned. I may have a little bit of a surprise. It's given me special permission to go on board the boat, so here I go. Okay, we're in. Okay, Costas, as Costas said, this is the heater. This is where he burns the wood, and that's the tube, and that's the entrance where we came from. Wow, look at this. This is amazing. And this is the sofa, or his couch area. Costas, because he doesn't live here, you can see he's just put stuff randomly here. This is the kitchen. Some frying pans and so on. Costas said mostly he eats out, but sometimes he would cook. And here is the toilet. Some images. And finally, here's a bedroom. And as Costa mentioned to me, I actually filmed this already once, but I didn't realize it wasn't recording, so my fault. And as Costa said, this used to be his bedroom. He lived here 7 years in a row, and he absolutely loved it. He really enjoyed his stay here. Yeah, so fantastic, guys. What a view. Never been in a boathouse before. That's my first time. So that was a surprise, I promised you earlier on in the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna grab my stuff off Costas. There he is, he's gone inside. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. I need your help to grow this channel. So thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.